Hey everyone. So I'm really digging Anchor, and I can't believe the quality just from a phone app. Freaking Anchor, you guys rock. So a buddy of mine sent me the Wyatt Earp article that's floating around the internet, and it's a pretty awesome article, especially for my law enforcement military friends. And there's a segment from it that I want to read. And I'll just dig in here. So Wyatt Earp's most succinct quote is, "Fast is fine, but accuracy's final. You must learn to be slow in a hurry." You must learn to be slow in a hurry. Pretty interesting. Many years ago, I got asked how important speed was, because everyone's like a speed junkie. Everyone wants to get super, super fast. And so when I was asked the question, how important speed, I'd say speed is everything. And people like nod their head, yeah, I get it. Speed is everything. And I go, well, what do you think I'm talking about when I say speed is everything? And they would always, like, someone fire a jab and go, yeah, like non-telegraphic motion, man. And I'd be, no. Speed of recognizing that danger is close is more important. Speed of converting the fear spike into functional movement, a decision to disengage or engage. How fast can you think? Neuromuscular communication. The focus of like how fast you punch and kick is an illusion, because if you don't recognize the danger and you can't manage your fear, what you have is like maybe athletic speed, demo speed, but you don't have real functional speed. This is pretty deep and something important for you to really think about. I mean, it depends on why you're training. Are you training for, kata competition, or are you training for sport, or are you training for real self-defense? And you can do all of them, but you can't confuse the categories. And so I broke this down for people. I said, listen, from the neuromuscular, from the technique, from the complex motor skill perspective, everybody has, let's say, raw speed. So category 1 for this was like identifying raw speed. Do you have fast twitch muscle fibers or slow twitch muscle fibers? Because you can't change that much. Maybe a little bit of diet, some speed work and stuff, but you got what you got. That's your genetics. Then I said, in category 2 was understanding quickness. How quickness is really how effectively and how efficiently you could move athletically. Athletically being defined as, I want to be able to throw a kick or block or slip or draw my weapon. So it was really this relationship between efficiency and effectiveness and kind of like the complex motor skill that you were trying to execute. And the third type of speed was suddenness. And suddenness was how quickly you could move your genetic self in relationship to a scenario. Tracking that? It's interesting, right? And so that's what you want to be thinking about. Of course, again, if you can't recognize danger, if you have no situational awareness, it won't matter that you're the fastest guy on the planet. You're still going to get hit. And this comes back to Wyatt Earp's comment about, fast is fine, but accuracy is final. You must learn to be slow in a hurry. I'm going to read a couple more lines from here because it's so cool. And I love this one. He goes, "The most important lesson I learned from those proficient gunfighters was the winner of a gunplay usually was the man who took his time. The second was that if I hoped to live long on the frontier, I would shun flashy, trick-shooting grandstand play as I would poison." So, I love all of this. You can read the article, Google it. And I think that Mr. Earp would have appreciated the simplicity of SPEAR. Our official definition, by the way, is SPEAR, the study of human movement as it relates to violence, fear, and aggression. We've also done our best to redefine self-defense. If you Google it, you'll discover the official definitions start after the fight has gone physical. I think that's ridiculous. The most important part of your confrontation is the situational awareness and the verbal de-escalation, or a distraction phase, what we like to call D1 and D2. Detect and avoid, defuse and de-escalate, and push comes to shove, defend. That's our D3. So, what can we learn from one of the most famous gunfighters of our time who died of old age and not from a gunfight? Shun flashy trick shooting and grandstand play as you would poison.
podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.